I always tell young broadcasters, don't try to be cool. You're not cool, you're a broadcaster. I've seen people their entire career get obsessed with being cool. I've seen it with pro athletes. Be relatable. Most people aren't cool. The coolest sportscasters, never the most popular, the highest paid, and the coolest athlete. I mean, Michael Jordan was a once-in-a-lifetime, super, super cool. Most great quarterback. Is Brady cool? Not really. He's just great. I don't even think Mahomes is cool. I just think he's great. I don't think Josh Allen's cool. The NBA players are in this kind of a cultural zeitgeist where they're cool and they do Hollywood, and it's like, I don't think it's terribly relatable, but I don't think that's the biggest problem. I think the biggest problem in the NBA, as the NFL continues to pull away, is that it is somehow normalized stars missing games all the time. All the time. When you watch the NFL, any Sunday, all your favorite quarterbacks are playing. Burrow, Aaron, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Matt Stafford, all of them are playing. Maybe one is hurt. And he wants to play like Mahomes, and the staff won't let him. It's a badge of honor to play not at 100%. This is a sport where the strongest men in America tackle each other at full speed. But there's a sense of community in the NFL. Hey, man, it's raining, it's snowing, it's windy, I'm freezing my arse off, I hurt. Oh, no, I'm playing. The NBA, oh, my, it's an inconvenience if they're not given a week off for the All-Star game. I think fans can feel it, and attendance and ratings for the last 3 to 4 years have been down. And I will give Adam Silver, the commissioner, credit. He had a State of the Union yesterday. He's always been smart. I like him a lot. He's always willing to adapt. Those are two great qualities, but he acknowledged it is a big problem.
A greater concern to me is a trend of star players not participating in a full complement of games. And I think that's something we, together with the Players Association, need to address. Not standing here saying I have a great solution. Part of the issue is injuries. Are there things that we can do in terms of sharing information, resources around the league to improve best practices, rehabilitation, et cetera?
Now, the Phoenix Suns are now starting to rest players. I'm good with that. They've been going 100 miles an hour all season. They play virtually every game. They play hard. They're wildly entertaining. In fact, I'd argue Phoenix Suns fans today would rather have their stars rest like Chris Paul for the playoffs. I'm totally for that. People have been doing that since the 70s, 80s, and 90s. You win 60 games. You rest your stars. These are long, long playoff series, and they're really intense, and the refs let more go in the playoffs. They get really physical. Get your veteran stars healthy. I don't want to see Chris Paul play until the playoffs now, right? That's different than this whole – it is a pleasant surprise in the NBA now. On a back-to-back, if your starting five's all available. Oh, they're all playing tonight again? Now, I believe all regular seasons in all sports should be shortened. 162 games in baseball is ludicrous. You should be playing no more than 100. All you're doing is ratcheting up injury percentages. Here's what I would do if I was the NBA. I would shorten the season to 68 games. Owners now can give up some home dates because they make a majority of their money through television. I would get back-to-backs out. I mean, these are unique bodies. 7-footers on planes, arriving at 3 in the morning, have to get up for a shoot-around. Let's get rid of back-to-backs. By the way, if you shorten the season, you don't need back-to-backs. Also, I would extend the playoffs, create more urgent games. Let's get rid of 7-game playoff series. 5 max. I would have 3 in the opening round. I mean, really, first-round playoff upsets don't happen. Do I have to watch a good team hammer a bad team 4 times? I would also add minimum games played to awards. You have to play. If you get hurt, that's a you problem. But you have to play a minimum number of games to be all NBA. Guys get bonuses for that. Got to play a minimum number of games to win the scoring title, to be MVP, to be all pro. All this stuff that are tied into bonuses, minimum number of games. Listen, I think most players like to play. But it's gotten a little out of hand. David Stern, Iron Fist, Adam Silver, much more of a players commissioner. That's fine. It's a different world today. Silver did talk about shortening the season.
I also said in the past, if we have too many games, that's something we should look at as well. And it's the style of the game has changed in terms of the impact on their bodies. I think we got to constantly assess and look at a marketplace going forward and say, what's the best way to present our product and over how long a season?
Let's stop being cool and let's start relating with fans. The NBA charges more per ticket than any league. It'd be nice to know when I'm driving my kids to a game, I'm going to get like the best players. Increasingly, that feels like a pleasant surprise. At least Adam Silver is acknowledging it. Joy Taylor with the news. No. It used to be that when LeBron flirted with you, said something off the cuff, boy, I'd like to play with that guy or that guy, you'd call your agent. LeBron said he wants to play with me. Now LeBron doesn't even flirt. He hits on Steph Curry. Steph doesn't call his agent. Steph's like, I'm flattered. So LeBron said this on The Shop. This is very interesting, his show.
Steph Curry's the one that I want to play with, for sure, in today's game.
Why Steph?
Man, I love everything about that guy. And that mother,
Lethal,
man. When he get out his car, you better guard him right from the moment he pulls up to the arena. As soon as he get out of his car, you better guard him. You might want to guard him when he get out of the bed.
The parking deck.
Swear to God.
That's not even flirting. That's like, I want to be a teammate of Steph Curry. And again, for years and years, if LeBron even casually said he was interested, casually flirted, you called your agent. Can I get to LeBron? But this is like the third or fourth time LeBron said, I want to play with this guy. And here is Steph Curry's latest response.
He got his wish, so he's the captain. He's picked me the last two All-Star games, so I don't know if that suffices, but I'm good right now. I mean, whenever you get the interest or curiosity of what it would be like to play with arguably MVP kind of caliber dude like he is and one of the greatest of all time, cool. Like, it's amazing. Right. We all can live in that fantasy world, though.
Hey, don't kid yourself. Everybody thinks Steph Curry's nice. Yeah, he's a killer, too. He's like, LeBron is trapped. They got no trade pieces, no picks. He's becoming Michael Jordan. Meaningless games, scoring a lot of points, end of his career. Steph Curry's like, I can still win titles. I got a great GM. I got a great roster. We got picks. We got trade assets. We got Jordan Poole, an emerging star. I got Clay, Draymond, Wiseman. Hey, Steph Curry sees LeBron's drowning, and he's not going to throw him a life preserver. Remember what Rick Bucher, I'm going to play a bite from Rick Bucher yesterday. Rick Bucher was on our show yesterday. LeBron has come to terms with a reality. And remember, LeBron bailed on D. Wade. That's his best friend in the league. So LeBron's bailed on coaches, Pat Riley, franchise, D. Wade. Here's what Rick Bucher said yesterday after they won in the bubble and the team comes back and AD is out of shape. LeBron.
That Anthony Davis is not the guy. They found that out a year ago. And rather than moving Anthony Davis, they tried to find somebody to come in and change Anthony Davis. The criticism I've heard over and over and over again from inside the Lakers organization is that AD is not a worker, does not work hard. And then when you get injured all the time, that raises the question, is it because you're injury prone or because you're not doing everything to get your body in premier shape?
And Steph knows it. Steph knows LeBron is trapped and is now MJ. Scoring a bunch of points, end of his career, bad roster, totally trapped. Why should I throw him a life preserver? By the way, Steph has watched KD leave him. KD this morning is every bit as good as LeBron or better. How's that going? So don't kid yourself. Steph's a Tiger. And Steph's looking at Kevin Durant and LeBron James on any given night as good as anybody in the league. And they're both drowning. One guy's got wackadoo Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving and James Harden left, and the other guy's got a roster. There's no picks. There's no – who are you going to trade and get for Westbrook? And so I think it's funny. Years and years ago, you know, it was LeBron was the A-lister in Hollywood. Ryan Gosling called. You listened. Now he's straight to rental. He's had back-to-back bombs in Hollywood, has LeBron, and Steph Curry's not the least bit interested. You saw the way he said it. I'm good here. Yeah, he is good there. Steph Curry is good. Jordan Poole, James Wiseman, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, lot of picks, Steve Kerr, Bob Myers, great owner. Steph Curry knows they can reorganize this thing. They can tweak this thing. Don't kid yourself. Golden State, Steph knows I'm going to stay here with these guys. I'm not going to do a KD and leave a brain trust like us. I'm not going to be LeBron and bounce around the league, all this mobility. Right now, Steph knows I'm going to end my career at the top of this league. KD's not. LeBron, who I've beaten in 3 of 4 finals, is not. And by the way, how you end matters. Go look at Tom